It's funny. We spend so much time thinking about furniture and paint colors, but there's one thing that can completely change the whole vibe of a home, and that's lighting. It can take a room from just being a space to being a real statement.
So, I want you to do something for me. Just for a second, look around the room you're in right now. I mean, really look at the light. Does it feel like you? Does it have your personality, your style? Or is it kind of just there? It's a question we don't always ask ourselves, but honestly, it's the key to making a house feel like your home. And that brings us to something I like to call the dim lighting dilemma. You know the feeling, right? You're stuck with these fixtures that are maybe a little dated, a little boring, or just don't give off the right kind of light. It's this constant struggle to find that perfect sweet spot between style and, well, actually being able to see. And this right here, this says it all. On the left, that's the reality for a lot of us, isn't it? That generic, kind of blah lighting that can actually make a room feel smaller and just unwelcoming. But on the right, well, that's the dream. That's the vision. A space that just glows, where the atmosphere feels intentional and every single meal feels just a little more special. Okay, so the big question is, how do we get from that frustrating reality over to that beautiful vision? Well, sometimes the answer is a single show-stopping piece. And we're about to dive into a solution that comes straight from the heart of sophisticated Italian design. And here it is. Yeah, I know, that is quite a name, isn't it? But really, that grand title tells you everything. This isn't just a lamp you pick up at a hardware store. No way. This is designed to be a piece of art, a centerpiece that can completely redefine a space, whether it's your dining room, your living room, or even the entrance to a grand villa. Let's get a little closer and talk about what makes it so special. It's this absolutely exquisite gold foil finish. It's not just a flat paint job. Can you see the texture? The source material describes it as a shimmering embrace, which is just perfect. It's designed to catch the light from every angle, creating this incredibly soft, warm, and oh-so-inviting glow. But here's the thing about modern design. Beautiful looks are only half the battle. Real, true luxury today is when you can marry those breathtaking aesthetics with technology that's just as brilliant and efficient. And that brings us to this idea of light luxury. So what does that even mean? Well, think of it like this. It's the art of being fancy without being flashy. It's opulence, for sure, but it isn't screaming for attention. It's about adding this layer of warmth and refined taste that feels elegant and confident. This chandelier, it's the perfect example of that. It makes a huge statement, but it does it with grace. And that smart technology we mentioned, it's all thanks to the integrated LED. Now, this is a huge deal. First off, it's incredibly energy efficient, so that's going to be friendlier on your electricity bill. It also has a super long lifespan, which means, and this is a big one, no more balancing on a chair trying to change a burnt-out bulb. Plus, you get this consistent, beautiful quality of light, all while making a choice that's a little bit better for the planet. It's a win-win-win. So when you start putting all these pieces together, the design, the materials, the technology, it becomes really clear that we're talking about more than just a light fixture. This is an investment. It's an investment in a feeling, in an elevated lifestyle, and in a timeless piece of design that's going to look amazing for years to come.
And what's so great about this design is just how versatile it is. You can just picture it, can't you? It could be the chic centerpiece over a dining room table, making every dinner party feel intimate and special. It could totally elevate a contemporary living room, or add that perfect touch of grandeur to a big, spacious villa. It just has this amazing ability to fit into so many different styles.
So really, when you think about it, choosing a piece like this is like taking 3 giant steps towards that elevated lifestyle. First, you're instantly creating that luxurious ambiance we've been talking about. Second, you're making a smart choice to lower your energy footprint. And third, you're investing your money in a timeless design that actually adds lasting value and beauty to your home. Because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. It's not just about lighting up a room. It's about creating the backdrop for your life. It's about setting the stage for memories, for family dinners, for long talks with friends, for quiet moments, all happening under this beautiful, soft, luxurious glow. So, I'll leave you with this one final thought. Every single space in your home tells a story about you. The only question left is, what do you want its next chapter to be? Thanks so much for joining me.